Hello and welcome back to 3D modeling for 3D printing. My name is Terrence King, and in this lesson I will be discussing the Mirror Modifier. Let's go ahead and add a Mirror Modifier. Now, by default, it's going to go ahead and start out with a mirror on the x-axis. Well, you're looking at this cube, nothing got mirrored. Alright, to explain that, go ahead and go into edit mode, and you may have noticed this little dot in the center where our controls is always going around. Well, that is our origin point. This tells you where in the 3D space that this entire object is. So in edit, I can move all my faces over here, tab back into object mode, but my origin is still here at 0, 0, 0. Now, our mirror modifier gets mirrored in that direction on the axis that is checked based on the origin being center. So in order to have it mirrored on the x-axis, this red line, let's go ahead and move this over here. Now you just saw that I have that mirrored image over here of this object. If I tab back into object mode, that is the center of these two cubes, and these two cubes are actually one object. Tab back into edit. So I cannot do anything to this mirrored object because all it is just an exact representation of what I'm doing on this side. So all I'm doing is just modifying something on one side of the mirror. This is reality. This is the reflected image in a mirror. And after I apply it, that's just bringing them both into reality. Now, understanding the mirror modifier, go and select everything, move it in as, say, move it in right there. Okay, let's go ahead and turn on clipping. Now, what's clipping? Well, it doesn't look like anything's clipping into position. Well, not until they touch and I let go. Now I can't separate them. All those vertices, edges, faces, everything touching is now stuck together. Tab. So that makes a brick. Now, this is not going to be 3D printable. Well, why not? It's because, well, let's go ahead and apply this mirror. Alright, let's tab back into edit mode, take a look at the inside. I can see on the inside I've got an extra face. Okay. Any internal faces or vertices or anything anything inside your 3D object is going to yield strange results whenever you go to try to slice it, and especially when you try to 3D print it. So we want to clean that up. We'll need to delete that face. Now I'm not selecting anything there in the middle. There's no more faces. Now it's one solid piece, but because that had that face on the inside, we now have to check our normals. Make sure they're all facing out. And this is also a good way to see if you actually have any extra faces on the inside facing in any direction. If you find any one of these normals passing through, then you know it's facing the wrong way. Or it's inside and needs to be deleted and removed from the object. So, now I'm not limited to just mirroring in one direction. Let's go ahead, create an edge loop down the center, select everything on half of it, and delete that half. Okay? So now I've got perfect image, a mirrored image, so now I've got my original object again. Let's go ahead and turn on clipping. But we don't just want it halved in one direction. Let's go ahead and half it again. Select those ones we don't want, delete those faces, and now they're gone. Well, why aren't they back? Because I haven't selected which axis I want to mirror on. I've created another one. So let's go ahead and do that again. And delete that on the z-axis, and let's go ahead and apply the mirror for the z-axis. So now what does that do? That actually created 1/8 of the cube is all I have left. Let's go ahead and turn those off. And this little corner is the only thing I have left. Turn everything back on, double it again. That gives me my 8 sides. Now, why is this useful, or why would you want to do more than one mirror? Say, for instance, you want to move the corner out. You just created a 8-sided spiky ball, or 8-cornered spiky ball. Nice little Christmas ornament thing you got going there. Let's go ahead and select face. Extrude that out. Scale it down. And pull it out. So now you're getting into almost like a dog bone shape. So this mirror modifier helps you to create an exact image on the opposite side. So say for instance you wanted to make a dog bone. Now all you have to do is just make one corner of it, and you'll have a symmetric dog bone each time that you mirrored it on those axes. Okay. And that is your mirror modifier.